Now, Freya is really easy now. Freya used to be really hard. As in, it wasn't actually that difficult of a fight. It was just difficult to get people to pay attention to the things and do them right. Oh, she's still there. I left loot in there. Okay, you don't have to clear all this trash. Thank goodness, because that would not be a good time. You just have to run in here and find Freya. She's right over there. So we're going to run up to Freya. It's best if you don't aggro stuff. It'll just slow you down. But you can walk right past this stuff because they're just like, oh, level 100. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't want to fight it. These guys are crossing the river kind of like ducks, or maybe that's like a school teacher or something. So Freya is really immune to a lot of damage right at first. I guess I should show these achievements. So we just did Lose Your Illusion. Now we're going to do Knock, Knock, Knock on Wood, which is leaving her guardians up. Can I really not do that? Okay. Defeat Freya while all 3 of her guardians are alive. So what you want to do in order to do this is you've got to kill all these ads, and every time you do, Freya loses some of these stacks of, like, you can't hurt her-ness. So there's 3 things that happen. There's these mushrooms, and when they come up, you got to stand by them to do it, to kill anything. And then there's these guys. These are the worst, because you've got to kill them all within like 12 seconds of each other. I mean, it's easy now, but back in the day, that was rough. Okay, more ads are coming. And so every time she goes through this, see this number? It just keeps on dropping down. And eventually, you'll actually be able to kill her. Now, these guys, their little trick is that... Oh, you gotta get this... their little trick is that they detonate when they die. And that used to be a problem, but it's not going to bother you at all, because if you're level 100, then it's just easy. And it's cool because you get to come in here and see all this stuff at your leisure. See, now I'm silenced because I'm not by a mushroom. Alright. That's okay. I'm not casting anything. I'm just eating stuff. Alright, Freya. So you can almost overcome her damage, but not quite. So we'll kill a few more ads. Some of you high DPS people might be able to do this pretty early, but I've got to go through. All right, there we go. So now we got to get her signal. Jeez, look at all these achievements. That's okay. I don't want that. That's plate. Vanquisher. I'm going to get the full set today. Okay. And look at that. Dash is ready for us to go up to Memoron, which is probably the most interesting hard mode that you'll do, because as far as activating hard modes, it's the most fun to activate. But it sure takes a long time to get down to Memoron, but there's a couple of pitfalls that I guess they don't even matter now. Another thing that you'll notice is if you look at this, there is the Corridors of Ingenuity right here. Yeah, but here's the Hall of Memories. Who does that belong to? Well, it belongs to some dude named Tyr. And Tyr is another watcher, like these dudes, who just kind of went and did his own thing, as far as I know. Maybe it's a little different. And somebody who knows the lore better than I do, maybe if I get super lucky and Nobble watched one of my videos, and it was this one, and he wanted to comment, he could tell me like what Tyr was really about, or maybe I could just go listen to his video again. By the way, Nobble is he makes the best lore videos that I've ever seen on the internet. Just really, really fun, really amazing, really well done, and his accent is awesome. I can listen to him talk about WoW lore all day long, and sometimes I do while I'm doing other stuff. So you just kill all that stuff and come up here and get on this really cool like train. It's kind of like you're going to go downtown to see a show, so you're going to come up here and get on this light rail, and it's going to take you over to Memoron's house. So Tyr went off and did his own thing, and something happened to him. Now, there's something buried under Tirisfal Glades. And it's funny that the name is Tirisfal Glades. Tirisfal is like tears fall. Like Tyr fell there. Like maybe he died in Tirisfal Glades. I don't know if that's what happened, but maybe it's what happened. And that might be what's buried under Tirisfal. Not my idea, but my other idea about Azeroth, that's my own idea. Okay, time to get off. Now, over here is Frogger 2.0. Now, the original Frogger was in Naxxramas, which is where you're trying to cross that road after patchwork, and those little globs will kill you in one hit. There's stuff like that up here, but it probably isn't going to do anything. I've never found out how bad they hit because I've always been a good bear and walked around them. Okay, now that we've been there, we can use the portal to get back. See these bombs running around? Mimiron is a robot gnome. Or, well, actually, technically, gnomes are fleshized robots. But, yeah, Mimiron's a gnome. He's like an OG gnome before the Curse of Flesh. They're the only ones that are crazy enough to put bombs running in circles around their house. So, in order to fight Mimiron the really cool way that we need to do for the achievement called Firefighter, you have to push the big button. So here we go. Push the button. Oh, that's right. Okay, so one time we were getting ready to do this, and half of the raid had, oh, I've actually got to explain the fight. Luffy wants me to tell a story, but I got to tell you how to kill this thing. Don't stand on the bombs. I haven't done this fight since level 90 on my rogue, which was a good deal more difficult than bear mode. So I'll tell you what, bear mode is just the best. But honestly, the healing from Ysera's gift is enough to keep me alive through everything except for Flame Leviathan's assault. So I'm not worried about you guys being able to come in here and do this. But anyway, for this part, you just have to just hit it, you know, and try not to stand in everything. The fire shows up wherever you've been, but like, oh no, the fire. See, it's not even doing anything, man. It's just, it does nothing to me. Just stand in the fire. Whoa, it knocked me out. Will these bombs do anything? Nope. Look at that. Blowing me up. So, we're up doing Freya, or getting ready to do Freya, and a couple of people went and pushed the button down here as sort of a practical joke. And it started fires underneath those of us that were up by Freya's room. So the range on the fires is really amazing. So if you're in Ulduar with some people, since it's so easy now, it might be fun to shoot, or not shoot, to activate the self-destruct. Wow, these missiles used to be a really big deal, and now they're just nothing. You just gotta, if you stay behind it when it does its rapid fire, then it won't hit you, because I remember even at level 90, that rapid fire would wreck you pretty good. Okay, there we go. Pew times 2, see, pew pew. Ha ha ha, Blizzard was funny. There's a lot of really subtle hints in here. Flame Leviathan might be a reference to Steel Leviathan, which are lyrics in a song about the Bagger 288. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's the only reference I can come up with for that. Or it might just simply be the result of the naming convention. So next is the helicopter thing, Mimiron's head. This is a mount you can get if you're super lucky, and it's got a low chance to drop from doing things in a really difficult manner. If you've got ranged attacks, then this will actually be pretty easy for you. But if you don't have ranged attacks, if you're a rogue, just take Shuriken Toss. But if you don't have any ranged attacks, if there's still classes that don't have any, I'll show you what you need to do The assault bots you can pretty much ignore. The junk bot you can pretty much ignore. There's going to be a robot that comes out that is your friend. Now there's some little bots that are actually firefighting bots that that help out with some things. Alright, magnetic core. You want to get that, and then you want to use it. And that will bring Mimiron's aerial command unit to the ground, so you can come over here and wreck it. And I think it's the assault bots that have them. Yeah, it's the assault bots. So, you just kind of come over here, and you throw it down again. Look at that. And we can finally blow up the aerial command unit. Hooray. Now the emergency fire bots are actually your friend, but I killed them. We don't need another magnet here. So the next thing he's going to do is combine all of these guys. He's got to talk about it every time, though. It's like, oh look, I broke his machines, but I guess he's going to fix them right now. I don't know why he hasn't just been fixing them all the time. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Alright, so here's the fun part that a lot of people make a mistake with. Is you've got to kill all three of these parts within like 15 seconds of each other or something like that. So you've got to curb your DPS a little bit. I would suggest their camera is really making this fun. So aerial command unit. I can't really hit it. But I'm picking away at it. There's the laser barrage. I still don't know how hard that hits, but it did kill me at level 90. So I'm not taking any chances with it this far into this really, really long fight. Alright, aerial command unit is getting pretty low. I want it to get a little bit lower. Oh yeah, see that? See how much that just wrecked me? You gotta be careful around this thing. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's not a small one either. Alright, next, we come over here and kill another part. Don't kill it all the way, then we're going to kill this part. Again, not all the way. Alright, that part's dead. That part's dead. And that part's dead. So it takes some doing, but you can do it. Okay, well, I don't want that stuff. Where is the loot on this guy?
It would appear that I made a slight miscalculation.
Oh, there's the box.
I allowed my mind to be corrupted by that fiend in the prison.
Okay. Mimiron sigil. And there's, oh, look at that fist weapon. It's another, like, camp lantern. Okay, and no Vanquisher gauntlets, of course. It's gonna tease me with the others and then not give me the one that I want. Alright, time to go off and do the big stuff. Oh no, almost got hit by a bomb. So again, remember, don't talk to those guys. You can use the teleporter to go back to the shattered walkway. Now, we've got all four of the sigils, but I've got plenty of room. Oh, they're quest items, so they don't take up space anymore. Well, I've just been missing out on about 100 gold because of that. Thank you, self, for not thinking that through. And the next thing we're going to do is go down the Hall of Memories. It's not the Hall of Memories where Tyr is. That's where you're going. But Tyr's door is right there. It's right up there. Somebody probably noticed that error already, and they're like, eh, never, you're dumb. There's a reason that my videos are the worst WoW videos on YouTube. It's because it's seat of the pants, winging a prayer all through this stuff. I don't exactly plan everything out. I have a vague idea and see where I can go with it. Wonder if these guys have any world drops or whatever. Nah. Ooh, Frostcloth. Okay, now you see we're starting to get into old god stuff. Now this guy, I feel bad for him because he's got